This cake that I'm going to share with you today is a super healthy light cake, and when you eat it, it's very filling. So just eating a couple of slices is enough to make you feel full, you feel satisfied, and it's a pleasure to eat because it's so delicious, sweet, and pleasant. It's suitable for the 5x5 diet because it follows all the rules of what we shouldn't eat while we're on that diet. It doesn't contain seeds, it doesn't contain grains, it doesn't contain dairy, and it doesn't contain cereals. But I would save it for a treat, for example, one of the days of the 5x5 diet, or maybe just eat 2 slices in a day, or 2 slices in the morning and 2 slices in the afternoon. Since when we are doing the 5x5 diet, it's super important to eat a lot of vegetables and a lot of fruit, which, along with the carrot, will help cleanse the gut. You'll see that when you make it and eat it, you'll notice how light it is. Compared to a cake, for example, made with wheat flour, or an almond flour cake, or a walnut cake, or even a cake made with legumes or beans, it's much lighter. Much lighter. So for people who have celiac disease or those who are on a flour-free diet, it's going to be great. And also for vegetarians. And well, without further ado,
let's get to the recipe. In the blender, we are going to put 3 eggs, we're going to add a tablespoon of coconut oil, a big splash of vanilla, and we are going to use 2 medium carrots or 1.5. This carrot, I've already washed it. I'm going to use it with the peel. Even if you think or feel that carrot gives it a weird taste, the truth is it's the star ingredient. It gives it an amazing, delicious flavor and also adds quite a bit of sweetness. And right here we're going to add a tablespoon of baking powder. We're going to put this in the blender on high speed. We pour this mixture into a bowl. You'll see that it's quite runny, and we're going to add the sugar. We add a cup of sugar. It can be organic sugar, it can be muscovado sugar, or it can be coconut sugar if you don't want to use, for example, regular sugar. It's about 200 grams. And now we're going to add about 11 or 12 tablespoons of manioc flour or cassava flour, but here in Buenos Aires you can find it as farinha de mandioca. It's not the starch, which is very fine like cornstarch. Well, not that one. That one won't work for us. That one is used to make chipa, for example. This is the cassava that is dried, is grated and dried. If you want to make it, for example, you can buy cassava, the root, and clean it really well. You grate it and put it out to dry in the sun, for example. Or you can also do it in the oven with the door slightly open. And once it's dry, you put it in the blender and turn it into flour. Well, the best thing is, I put it all in at once because I already have a good sense for it. But the best thing is to add the flour little by little. Because what we're going for, what we want, is a batter that's very creamy. As if it were a thickened mixture, like a paste. see, it's starting to look like a paste. The cassava is gradually absorbing the liquid. It's absorbing little by little, it's soaking up the liquids. And it's getting thicker. This is the texture you should end up with. It's really like a paste. And quite runny. Then you let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes. Either in the bowl or in the mold. I'm going to put it in the mold now and let it rest there for 5 or 10 minutes. This is how the cassava gets well hydrated. Then we're going to put it in a mold. Mine is a bit old, but it works. If it's made of silicone, you don't need to add anything. But if it's metal, any kind of metal, put some parchment paper or baking paper so it doesn't stick. We shape it a little. Very good. As I said, we let it rest for 5 or 10 minutes, then put it in the oven. The oven should be set to medium-low, about 180 to 200 degrees, more or less. And we are going to leave it for about 25 to 30 minutes. We're going to check on it and test it with a knife. Make sure nothing sticks to it. Once 25 or 30 minutes have passed, we're going to test it with a knife. Now I'll show you up close. And it comes out clean.
That means it's ready.
What we do in the oven is puff it up like this. And see if the knife comes out clean. If not, there's still a bit stuck to it. We wait a little. Let it cool so we can remove it from the silicone mold. And then we let it cool. And once it's cold, that's when we cut it. Okay, it's cooled down now, so I'm going to take it out of the mold. It's perfect.
Alright, we're done here.
With cooking.
No, she wants to try the little pudding now. It's time to taste it, right, Nona?
Yes, but you already know it, don't you? There, look, you were on camera there. Alright, let's try it. Ta-ra-ta-ra-ta-ra. One for Dad. And one for you.
Let's try it here on camera. There, so you can see it. Yummy, yummy!
What do you say? Is it good? It's a healthy treat, right? How delicious. Okay, let's say goodbye. Say bye. Bye. And for that, it's delicious. Very good. The best loaf cake.